Hi, fabulous Leo. This is your astrological horoscope, and pick a card, an object reading for the month of April. It is going to be very general. If you want a personalized horoscope, astrological reading, psychic reading, or card reading, you can get one from me. My information is in the description. You can email me. I have an Etsy store as well. Uh, I definitely recommend getting a personalized reading either from me or someone else. I mean, this is a very general reading, but I'm going to do my best to make it apply as much as I can, to resonate as much as I can. Okay. Anyway, here we go. Um, April is going to be a pretty good month for most of you. Those of you born in the early part of Leo, July 23rd, 24th, you are having Uranus squaring your sun right now. So you can expect a lot of changes, a lot of sudden and unexpected changes. Could be involving career because it's your solar 10th house. And it could be just a sudden need for freedom. There could be some conflict between your responsibilities and breaking free where you want to. There's just some breaking free and freedom issues coming up, and individuality. You might be seeking greater individuality, though I don't think that's much of a problem for Leos. The new moon's going to be very beneficial for everyone. It's going to be trining Leo. It's going to be in Aries, especially those of you that are born in the middle of the sign of Leo. It's going to be very, very positive for you. You could even travel. Mars is going to be in Gemini for the month of April, which is a positive influence. It's sextiling Leo, which is a harmonious aspect. So you should have energy, you should have more mental clarity, and that's very good. Pisces energy that's coming in. The Neptune in Pisces and Mercury in Pisces is causing some awkward, that's a very awkward aspect because you don't have anything in common with Pisces. So it's like this inconjunct. It's called a quincunx or an inconjunct, not a conjunct, but an inconjunct and or a quincunx. That's going to cause you to make certain adjustments. The Neptune, though the Mercury is actually moving into Aries later in April. So that'll be really good for you. April 18th, Mercury moves into Aries. That will be very, very supportive, very harmonious energy with Leo. That's going to be in your solar ninth house. And that could be more travel, higher education, exploring, having adventures. It's a very fun house. Spiritual adventures as well. But you do have a lot of adjustment. You're going through a major adjustment period right now, and then Neptune is in Pisces for years, so you're dealing with that. You're also dealing with the Saturn and Pluto in Capricorn and the South nodes in Capricorn, which are always also having this awkward aspect to your Sun in Leo. So it is the good news about these awkward aspects is they cause you to make adjustments, and they also are considered the manifestational aspects. So they're very as awkward and uh the energies, just you have to make these uncomfortable adjustments, but the energy is also supportive of manifesting things that you've been wanting, and it's also very creative. There's people that are born with a lot of quincunx energy are highly, highly creative. So this could be very creative time for you, Leo. And that will go on for past April. Some of these aspects I'm talking about are lasting years. Jupiter in Sagittarius is trining you, Leo. So that's really positive. You could even be having a grand trine here. You could be involved in a grand trine depending on where your sun is, depending on when your birthday is. But anyway, there's a lot of really, it's a very powerful time for Leos right now. There's just a lot of creative energy and a lot of positive support, especially as we get into the second half of April. Though the first half you do have Sun in Aries, so you have some good stuff going on throughout the month. I would say there is gonna be kind of a shift uh, between the first 2 weeks and the next two, like week and a half. The last week and a half of April is going to be a different energy, but it's like one thing kind of trades off for another thing. Like one thing that was kind of a problem is leaving and going into a better energy, and then another thing that was in a better energy is moving into a worse. So it's kind of a trade-off month. You have like the first 2 weeks, which have some positive and some stress, and then the second 2 weeks you have another type of stress and positive. It's kind of an interesting month for you. And so I think that's probably covers it. Leo, very exciting month. Lots of energy for you in April. And oddly enough, my guides have wanted me to have 4 objects. Most of my other readings, I've done 3 objects. But you have 4 objects. I'm going to try to get through 4 objects. 3 objects is a lot for me. Now I have 4 objects, four readings. So what you do is you pick an object, and then I lay out cards for each object. So I'm going to have to try to get through this. I don't want to make this video too long because it's going to take forever to upload. So, yeah, we have 4 objects. We have the Organite for group 1. We have the crystal sphere. I think it's quartz crystal sphere for group 2. We have the selenite wand for group 3. And then we have this Asian lion, dragon, feng shui. I got this for feng shui. Little like statue for group 4. Ooh, that has some powerful energy on it. Wow. Anyway, okay, so I'm going to pause the video while I shuffle it kind of helps to keep this video from getting too long. So I'm going to pause the video for group 1, the Organite group, and I will be back. Okay, group 1, let's see what we have. This is the Organite group. Okay. Pulled cards, that was interesting. How did I get 2 cards here? Oh, okay. I see what happened. Okay, group 1, the Organite group. So this month is going to bring you a very sudden and important decision. It could very well be involving an older man, or if you could be the older man. You could be, it's usually an older man, the Lily's man, or a very well-established man. There's a decision around your gaining stability, particularly in a relationship, gaining emotional stability in a relationship involving a man. That's what's coming in very strongly for this group. I don't know, I hope that applies to you. There's definitely going to be a sudden decision for everybody. And it's definitely involving some form of communication, expressing yourself. And then it's very, very important. Like there's a major importance in this decision. It's sudden. It could come from, an email, the internet, something very there's definitely kind of an internet internet correspondence uh, involved in this, like a vibe around that. Let me pull a couple tarot cards and see what we have here. This is definitely some long-standing, something that's been going on for a while. That seems like it had died. So what I'm getting is it seemed like it's something that had been an opportunity at one point. You'd kind of given up on it, and it's being rebirthed in some way. It's coming up. It's being rebirthed. There could be a powerful, fiery woman. Actually, this could be you. Actually, this is Leo. This is a Leo card here. So, the Queen of Wands. So that definitely could be you if you're a woman. If you're a Leo female, this is a very. It just seems like there's something that had happened that you had given up on. Something had died that you just, it was just confusing. You let go of it. You said, this is over. This is done. I can't figure this out. And then it's unexpectedly could come up again the month of April, and you're going to have to make a decision about it. But it looks like it's a very good decision. It looks like it's going to be a very important decision. It looks like it's going to be there's a very solid feel to this decision. So it's not a confusing decision. It's kind of like, oh, I thought that opportunity had gone. It definitely could be a romantic opportunity, or it could be it could be any kind of opportunity. It could be romantic, relationship. There's definitely a possibility of relationship of some sort in this. But it doesn't have to be romantic. It could be even a business opportunity that you had given up on, some creative pursuit you had given up on, something you had just you couldn't figure your way through it. You gave up on it, and it's come back, and you get to be get to handle it from a different perspective. You've grown since this point, and now you can handle it from a whole different perspective. So, see if there's anything else I wanted to say. It kind of gave you an opportunity to grow and explore some things, and now you're much more mature. You have a much more balanced vantage point to make this decision, and it's going to be a good decision. You're going to make the right decision. Whatever decision you make is going to create more stability and better communication in this opportunity, whether it's romantic or business. Okay. So I think that's it, group one. And thanks. It looks like an interesting month for you. April definitely looks like a very, very interesting month. There's a lot of cards here there's a lot, very dynamic, very multidimensional, very layered month. An opportunity, kind of an old opportunity is coming back to be reborn. All right. Thank you, and bye for now. Hi, group two, the crystal sphere group. All right. Let me return these. Oopsie. Wow, group two. Group 2, you're really using your intuition for the month of April. There is so much psychic ability and intuition. If you're involved in some sort of business, or you're a healer, intuitive, psychic, this is a very powerful month for you. You're going to get ahead big time in your confidence level. You're going to have some success with your intuitive psychic abilities. There is a couple here, man and a woman. If you're, to me, this represents a couple. You could be, obviously this looks like a straight couple, but it doesn't even have to be a romantic couple, or it could be, if you're not straight, it could, just you get it. It just represents a couple, in my opinion. But definitely, very strongly, a man and a woman. If you're a man, you're going to have some close relationship with a woman. If you're a woman, you're going to have a close relationship with a man. If you are looking at this as a romantic spread and you are gay, you can just kind of figure out, you know what I'm saying? That's what I have. I have a man and a woman in the spread. Uh, One could be the female energy, one could be the male. I don't know, but basically, we're dealing with a male energy and a female energy, most likely a man and a woman, and there is something major happening between the two of you. You could be moving in together, you could be roommates. This is like a key in a house. You could be getting a house from someone. There's a strong emotional. It does look like you could be moving in together. That's kind of what it looks like. But you could be just setting down roots with someone, moving in with a roommate. There is a very, very strong spiritual and psychic connection here. So whoever this is, you have a very strong spiritual psychic connection with. If you're a man or a woman, especially if you're the woman, you could be a psychic yourself, because there's a lot of psychic work here, and there's a lot of success, and there's moving into a house with someone. These are the themes in this card. Lots of psychic ability, lots of spiritual stuff going on, like metaphysical type stuff, Kabbalistic type stuff. And then there's this moving in with someone into a house. There's a deep spiritual, emotional connection. You've known this person from lifetimes, it looks like. So, all right. My guides are like, don't get too crazy here. Wow. The star and the star. We have stars in both. We have the Lenormand star and the Tarot star. And the star is next to the sun. So it's very successful. Whatever's happening for you in April is going to be very successful. And your goals, you're going to get some material stability, you're definitely going to get some stability, and you're going to be able to start reaching your goals more than you have been. Okay, group 2. I think that pretty much covers everything. These cards are pretty good, really. Very intense. This could be some minor health issues here. I'm seeing this more as a psychic. When I see the snake and the stars, like a lot of times the snake is kind of, can be really bad. But with the stars here, usually when I see snake and stars, that's just a very psychic energy. Pay attention to your dreams. And I think this is going to be for a lot of people that are, you could be a card reader, an intuitive, a psychic, a energy healer, even naturopath. The tree is this looks like very natural healing and using spirituality. So if that's your thing, you're going to get some more success this month. It's going to be a better month. You're going to be able to achieve more than you have been in the past. There's going to be much improvement, and really you'll be using your psychic abilities a lot and some spiritual stuff, and creating a very nice foundation, a nice home for yourself in some sort of partnership. Okay, I think that's it in a nutshell. Group 2, thank you so much. Hi, Group 3, the Selenite Wand. Let me turn over your card, see what we got for the month of April. Ooh, a nice long email from someone. Okay, Group 3. Well, it looks like you're going to get some information coming in. Overall, it looks like a positive month for April. Though you're going to get an email. It looks like an email could be some legal issue, or it's just a very, somebody's going on some sort of business trip. There's some official correspondence here. There's an email, especially it looks like an email. And it's going to cause some blocks and confusion for the month of April, though it looks like things are generally really positive, and you're going to get some communication that's positive, and could be from somewhere far away, but it is going to create some confusion in the month of April. There's some confusion, unfortunately, I'm sorry to say. It's like, let me pull a couple cards. Let me pull a couple tarot cards, see what we got here. Sorry, Group 3. Okay. There you are. This is you. I think this is you, Leo, especially if you're a Leo woman. So you're going to get some information from someone this person's coming into your life, and they are stable. There's a lot of working towards something, trying to communicate. There's a bit of a block though. So, but you have a lot of positive cards. This is a very lucky card. This is a very positive card. And the email itself, there's a huge potential for this to turn into something very, very positive if you work at it, if you're patient. You have to be a little patient with this person. They move a little slowly. It looks, kind of a newer person in your life, or a younger person, but he or she, it looks a bit male, but I guess it could be a female. This person coming in is grounded, they are methodical, and they want to work with you. But you're going to have to be a little bit patient, Leo, and you will have a little bit of some communication delays, unfortunately, even though you will get this notification, you will get the emails you've been waiting for. It could take some time. You could get a little impatient, and just be patient, because it does look like there's a lot of good positive things underneath everything. The sun's breaking through the clouds, and the person you're dealing with looks like a stable person who's willing to work with you, who's willing to teach you. You just have to be a bit patient. Just be patient. it's not, I know it's not easy for fire signs. Leo's, Aries, Sagittarius, patience isn't our strong point. I'm actually not a fire. I have a lot of fire, though I'm not a fire sign, but I get it because I have a lot of fire and I have no earth in my chart. So I totally get the lack of patience thing, and just be patient. There could be some traveling, there could be some communication coming in. There's definitely an email that you've been waiting for. It's just going to take a little time to clear out the communication, and there will be a little bit of delays. You're working with somebody who just works a little slower than you, and they could be new to what they're doing. They could be younger, or they could be just slower and more methodical than you. So, okay, group three, that's probably about all I have to say on that one. If you want a more personalized reading, you can find my information in the description. Thank you so much. Hi, group four, the feng shui dragon, lion, dog-like creature with wings. Um, this is your reading, your card reading. Let me flip these over. Well, this is an intense one. So this one looks like you're going to have to make a decision, or you're being pressured to make a really hard decision, and you don't know all the facts. You don't know, especially financially. There's a man that is part of a community. Could be an online community, could be in real life community. He's very important. He has a lot of good, he's very resourceful. He has a lot of power, personal power, very, can be very generous, and can be very loyal and supportive. However, and then you're being asked to make a decision about something, and it's a bit of a hard decision. It's a hard decision. It's something, it's kind of or it could be a destined decision, but it feels like a hard decision. It feels like you don't quite have the facts you need, especially involving money. There's some financial, a little bit of this uncertainty around finances, around some sort of decision involving a man, and an important man. If you are a man, this could be you. You could be the man. And you would be making the decision. You could be making the decision as well. You could be both. You could be the important man and trying to make a decision. So let me pull a couple tarot cards, see if I can get a little bit more clarity into the situation. Okay, so there's yeah, see, there's a little bit going on behind the scenes. You've had some issues. I'm seeing that so what I'm getting from these cards is that you've had some sort of dishonest behavior done to you in the past, and you're a little worried, a little bit shy about getting involved in something, especially financially. This guy does seem to have a lot of financial security. However, you're not sure if you really want to go there or not. There's some unknown stuff going on. There could be some deceitful stuff going on behind the scenes that you're not aware of. And you're just not quite sure about this decision, even though this guy does look really good on paper. Very secure. And he could be good. I don't, but I'd be careful. You're not, you're not at fault for being, not, for not wanting to take a risk, though Leos generally do like to take risks, but even this could be a little risky. Um, hmm. Yeah, I would just, I mean, this is only for, it's kind of general and it's just for the month of April. So I would be, I would let things play out a little bit and I would get more information before you make any commitments, whether they're financial or business or romantic. I would make sure that I would just give it a little time. I wouldn't jump into anything right away during this month of April. It could be okay. This guy could be responsible. I mean, he does look very responsible. Though, if it's romantic, he could be a bit of a player. This is a bit of a player. But you do have the cross here. So it could be a spiritual community. This guy could be a part of a spiritual community. I am getting that quite strongly as well. He's involved in a spiritual community. And I just, there could be two men. And there could even be two men that are involved in the spiritual community. I would just, yeah, just be careful. A lot of it looks really good, but there's something you don't know about. It could even just be your own finances, like you're not sure, or your own resources, like you're really not sure if you want to put anything at risk. Right away, and just kind of take a step back and let things unfold. Don't try to push anything, don't try to rush anything. Just make sure you know what's going on before you make any type of commitment to this man, this person, or these men. Yeah, just be careful. And I think that kind of is it. I hope that's interesting. Not sure if I have anything else to say about this. Let's see if there's anything else the guides have. Yeah, so the guides are saying they're saying there's something strange around this commitment. Something unusual. There's like an unusual set of circumstances going on here for this group. And there's an astral energy coming in, like you've been having dreams about these people or this person. And it could even be like some sort of cult type of situation. um, and they kind of sought you out on the astral plane, and now you just be careful because things might not be as they seem. And there's some weird energy, like some sort of weird astral, like they've sought you out. And yeah, just like I said, take your time. Don't jump right in. See how it plays out for a little while. Okay, group 3, thanks. And if you want a personal reading, astrology, psychic energy healings, clairvoyant energy healings, entity removals, all that stuff, or card readings, you can find my information in the description. Anyway, have an awesome April. Bye for now.